Hi, Phil Commander. This is a response to your video about people being nervous talking in front of cameras. I think that's probably pretty true. Actually, when I was a kid, I was a ham for the camera. I don't think being nervous talking in front of camera is something that a lot of people would have problems doing that. I'm nervous right now. I actually think your video is a positive video, but one thing I wanted to point out is people saying people with Asperger's use their Asperger's as a cop-out. I can't talk for other people with Asperger's or autism. I can talk for myself. I have never once said that I'm weird, strange, or odd. I guess I want to talk about the fact of having those things pointed out to you by other people all the time. You start to believe it. You grow up starting to think that I must be odd because people tell me I am. I had that happen as a child, and I've had it happen as an adult. I've gone into workplaces and people, they don't use those exact words, but they make it clear that they think I'm a little different, that I'm weird. And when people respond to you that way, you just start to feel that way. If I leave the house and go into a social setting now, my first thought is people are going to think I'm really weird, and sometimes they give me those looks, and I can tell. And it isn't like I'm walking around headbanging. I'm not walking around acting really bizarre. I just socialize differently sometimes. Sometimes I get real airheaded. I think one of your, when we talk about a lot of people with autism being visual learners, and you're out there in a verbal world, so sometimes you just don't follow, I don't follow the conversations, and I can get this spaced out look. And people will ask me a question, I have no clue what they're talking about, so then you get laughed at. And this isn't a feel sorry for me kind of video. I guess it's a video I'm trying to talk about how other people treat you affect your self-confidence, which goes along with that one video you made about self-confidence, which is one of my favorite videos on YouTube. I think that was an awesome, awesome video. I have people say to me all the time, Kathy, you look normal. You look normal to me. Then I can go out the next day and have someone point out to me, you're weird. It's a contradiction. I don't get why people do that. I think if people weren't, or throughout my lifetime did not point out to me that I'm sort of strange to them, I would have never even noticed it. I would have just lived the way I lived. And I think there's a difference between people being different and people pointing out their differences as if there's something bad about them because they're just not like everybody else. I'm winging this video. I don't know. It's going to come out a little jumbled. I'm trying my best here. And my anxiety, I don't know, it's probably no different than anybody else's. I'm not used to vlogging at all. And my biggest fear on talking to YouTube was getting hate comments from haters who do it for the fun of it. But I decided to try and see what happens. I hope you understand that I made this vlog as a positive response, trying to point out the difference between me using my Asperger's as an excuse not to do things and people treating you like you're different because of autism or Asperger's, and you don't want to do those things because you don't want to go out in those situations to be told that again. And I started isolating a lot to avoid having to have what others see as defects pointed out all the time. I didn't see them as defects as much as others did because I wasn't exactly like other people. I don't think anybody's exactly like, to be honest with you. We're all different. My main reason for doing vlogs is to try to, I would hope that parents, anybody working around people with autism or family members with autism would know that we're okay even if we're different, And I'm not, I know there are kids who have severe behavioral problems. I have them too sometimes, but it's not who I am 24 hours a day. I had a meltdown when I watched your video simply because I thought you were blowing off the Asperger's like it's nothing. And I've seen how it's affected my life. Some people would say their Asperger's is a disability, and some people wouldn't. Everybody's different. I believe it's caused some roadblocks for me, but a lot of my pluses are because of Asperger's, My videos I make, I think, are because of the way I see the world visually, and I'm just learning how to do them. I guess this has nothing to do with anybody on YouTube. I really resent that I asked for help to get some social skills training, some RDI type things for myself. You can't find it out there. It doesn't exist for adults. Not to cure autism, but to help me overcome roadblocks. So getting out of the house wouldn't be so overwhelming. I think it's more like help with dealing with sensory processing issues. How do you navigate in a verbal world when you're visual? I don't know all the answers to these. Since I've been diagnosed, I pretty much have had to become my own fellow commander. I watch your videos and try to take some of that and use it to learn things. Since I've been learning visually, I've picked up on tons of information in the last year that I wasn't picking up before. Phil, I want to thank you for your comment. I hope this came out okay, and if I said it wrong, I'm just trying to get used to taking what I'm thinking and sharing it, and that's not Asperger's. I'm not used to talking in front of a camera, period, but I'm not one either to sit and spend hours trying to figure out how to say what I'm going to say, so I just wing it and put it on there and see what happens. But thanks for the video, and thanks for the videos you guys put on YouTube too. Have a nice day. Bye.